There's a concept in philosophy known as determinism. One way of explaining it very broadly is that if any given person were to somehow go back in time and relive a harrowing decision or just live for a second time, that they would still end up exactly the same way they were currently. In other words, you will always make the decisions you were going to make because free will is an illusion. To some, this view is comforting because it makes guilt and other such pains seem more tolerable or non-existent, but for many it's terrifying. The thought that you have no control over your life and thus are swept up in a current in which you will eventually drown sounds bleak. That's why there are just as many people that would tell you that human experience isn't bound by some sort of destiny, but rather anything could happen, and you could make it happen. One such advocate for this view must have been the director and or writer of Moon. Sam Bell is actually multiple people. The cloning process used by the company mining on the moon creates a new Sam every 3 years.
I don't know what you're smoking. Why would they do that? That's ridiculous.
This renewing workforce is always born with the same desires to end his contract and head home to the wife he hasn't made actual contact with.
3 years is a long haul, you know, it's way too long.
They are totally unaware that these messages are old and that they are not the men that gets to, or rather got to, fly home. They simply work until they die of health complications and then a new version is produced. I use the word version because they aren't copies. When one Sam is almost killed in an accident, the next clone saves him, and after very little time with them, we learn just how different the mold of Sam can be.
How long have you...
What?
What the hell are you doing?
What?
I just want to shake your hand. Will you shake my hand?
Hey.
How long did it take you to do that?
They're laughing all the way to the bank.
Tess would know. She would have told me.
When do you get off? Fucking sitting there sulking like a little fucking boy.
What, are you gonna stab me? No, I'm a peaceful warrior. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
I got a temper. I gotta do something about it.
Yes, you do.
Woo! Tough guy.
While they start out practically the same each time,
Not long, Sam. Not long. Do you remember what happened? Go back to sleep.
and even have little similarities, the different Sams have variations to how they act,
I'm Sam Bell, too.
develop,
Promise her a change.
You have changed, Sam.
and shave even. This lack of full commonality is very blatantly showing that people are or can be different, as in some free will exists regardless of what the eventual ending is. While there are similar actions or sort of default emotional states in all the clones,
But I think in a lot of ways it's been really good for you, for both of us.
What is it about Sam that scares you?
He flies off the handle. I see it now. I see what Tess was talking about.
they do not follow the exact same road home.
I'm trying to reach Tess Bell.
I'm sorry, she passed away some years ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. I'm her daughter. Can I help you?
Their nature and nurturing or any other unseen dimension of personal effect affects their development.
It is standard procedure for all new clones to be given tests to establish mental stability and general physical health. Genetic abnormalities and minor duplication errors in the DNA can have considerable impact.
In fact, even semi-sentient robot Gertie, who was literally programmed to act in a certain way, changes his own directives dependent on the situation.
Why did you help me before with the password? Doesn't that go against your programming or something?
Helping you is what I do. You could erase my memory banks. I could reboot myself once you have departed.
Are you okay with that?
I'm here to keep you safe, Sam. I want to help you.
You gonna be okay?
Of course. The new Sam and I will be back to our programming as soon as I have finished rebooting.
We're not programmed. We're people. You understand?
The last bit of evidence I can stress is the main conflict between the clones is questioning identity. Dealing with the fact that their daughter is not their daughter, the life they thought they owned is actually a business strategy, and the whole copy of someone else thing. After pushing through all this, they find that they deserve control of their lives and some sort of happiness to call their own. Or in other words, they shouldn't have a life based on predetermined plans, be it from a company or anything else. Thank you.